The screen opens on Buckingham Palace's twilight courtyard, a serene canvas bathed in the fading golden light of a late summer evening. The cream-colored stone walls glowing softly, their ancient contours softened by the dusk. Cobblestones gleam with the day's warmth, reflecting the last rays of sunlight. While royal standards flutter gently atop their flagpoles, their colors rich against a sky streaked with hues of amber and violet. A crowd of tourists gathers along the iron barriers, their cameras flickering like fireflies, capturing the timeless spectacle of the palace. Their voices a soft hum of awe and excitement. The air carries the faint scent of blooming roses from the palace gardens, mingled with the earthy warmth of cobblestones and the distant tang of street food from a nearby vendor. Cathedral bells toll faintly across London, their notes weaving a solemn melody through the twilight, grounding the scene in quiet reverence. In this golden hour, where history and humanity intertwine, a veteran's quiet tribute to a royal guard will unlock tears that echo through Buckingham Palace, a moment of courage and compassion that binds generations in a single, unforgettable gesture. If you love stories where courage meets compassion, hit subscribe to join our community for more heart-stirring tales every day. As the light fades, one question lingers. What does it mean to honor those who came before us? In the heart of the crowd, 82-year-old Henry Carter stands with a cane, his faded khaki coat adorned with medals that glint softly in the twilight. Each ribbon and star a testament to a life of service. His face, lined with decades of sacrifice, carries a quiet pride, his gray eyes sharp with memory, softened by the weight of years. A World War II Army veteran, Henry stormed the beaches of Normandy at 19, his courage under fire earning him the Distinguished Service Order, a medal he rarely speaks of but wears with dignity. Beside him, his 10-year-old grandson, Ethan, his dark curls tousled, clutches Henry's hand, his brown eyes wide with awe, his small frame vibrating with excitement at seeing the palace guards. Ethan wears a navy jacket, a miniature Union Jack pinned to his chest, a gift from his grandfather, who has spent years teaching him the value of service, of honor, of remembering those who fought for freedom. Henry leans down, his voice thick with memory, his breath visible in the cooling air. These guards carry our past. Lad, he whispers, his eyes fixed on the scarlet-clad figures across the courtyard. His words a bridge between his wartime youth and Ethan's bright future. Across the courtyard, Corporal James Ellis stands rigid at his post, a steadfast sentinel in his scarlet tunic, the heavy fabric absorbing the twilight's glow, the towering bearskin hat casting a shadow across his disciplined face. Its black fur a stark contrast to the golden light. A combat veteran from Yorkshire, Ellis served 2 tours in Afghanistan, his lean frame honed by years of service, his hazel eyes unreadable behind a mask of stoic resolve, embodying the centuries of military heritage that define the Queen's Guard. A flashback transports us to a dusty outpost in Helmand province, where Ellis, his uniform streaked with sand, drags a wounded comrade to safety under enemy fire, his face set with unyielding determination, his actions earning him a military cross, a quiet pride he carries beneath his scarlet tunic. Now, his duty is to stand as a symbol of the crown's honor, his rifle held at precisely the right angle, his posture unwavering under the gaze of tourists, his instincts honed in battle, alert beneath the surface, ready to respond to the unexpected in this twilight courtyard. The scene is alive with subtle beauty. Tourists in light jackets snapping photos, a vendor selling glow sticks to children, a street musician playing a haunting melody on a violin, the notes blending with the bells. But Ellis's focus is absolute. His heart tethered to the tradition he upholds. The conflict begins as Henry, supported by his cane, approaches Ellis's post, the crowd parting with reverence, their murmurs softening, their cameras lowering as they sense the weight of his presence. His khaki coat sways slightly, the medals bronze, silver, and gold catching the fading light, each one a story of valor. From Normandy's beaches to the liberation of villages, from the roar of tanks to the silence of fallen friends. Ethan walks beside him, his small hand gripping Henry's, his eyes darting between his grandfather and the guard, his breath held in anticipation. Henry stops a few feet from Alice, his cane tapping the cobblestones, his frame trembling with age, but steady with purpose. He raises his right hand in a trembling salute, the gesture slow but deliberate, the medals glinting, a silent tribute, heavy with the sacrifice of a generation. The courtyard grows still, the crowd's whispers fading, their faces, a gallery of reverence. A woman in a blue scarf dabs her eyes, her husband's hand tightening on hers. A young couple pauses their selfie, their expressions softening. A child tugs her mother's sleeve, whispering, "Why is he saluting?" Alice remains still, his hazel eyes fixed forward, his rifle steady, his training demanding he ignore distractions. No matter their intent, the protocol of the Queen's Guard is clear. No movement, no acknowledgement, no deviation from the centuries-old code that defines his role. Yet Henry's salute, its trembling sincerity, its echo of battles fought and lives lost, stirs something within him, a flicker of recognition that pierces his disciplined facade. Ethan, his small frame tense, holds his breath, his brown eyes wide, sensing the moment's weight, his hand clutching Henry's coat, his voice barely a whisper. "Grandpa, will he answer?" Henry's gaze locks on Alice, his gray eyes glistening, his arm shaking but resolute, his salute a bridge across decades, a call to the shared honor of those who serve. The tension grows, the silence, stretching like a taut thread. Will protocol prevail, or will the heart of a soldier respond? The tension escalates as the crowd hushes, their cameras lowering, their faces turned toward the unfolding moment. The twilight, casting long shadows across the cobblestones. A British veteran, his chest covered in ribbons from the Falklands War, stands nearby, his weathered face nodding approvingly, his voice low but firm. "He's earned that salute. That old soldier," he whispers to his companion. A younger veteran with a prosthetic leg, who nods, his eyes fixed on Henry, his own medals glinting softly. The woman in the blue scarf, her tears now flowing freely, clutches a small poppy pin, her voice trembling. It's like he's saluting all of them. She says, her words a quiet prayer for the fallen. A tourist with a military bearing, his posture straight despite his civilian clothes, watches intently, his face somber, his hands clasped as if in respect. Ethan tugs Henry's coat again, his voice louder now, tinged with hope. "Grandpa, he is looking at you, I think." Henry's arm trembles, but his resolve holds, his gray eyes locked on Alice, his salute unwavering, a testament to the battles he fought, the friends he buried, the country he served. Alice's jaw tightens imperceptibly, his hazel eyes flickering with the weight of Henry's gesture. The medals on the veteran's coat echoes of Normandy, of D-Day, of a war that shaped the world, stirring memories of his own service, of comrades lost in Afghanistan, of the oath he swore to honor the crown and its people. His training demands stillness, a statue-like discipline that upholds the palace's honor. But the veteran's salute, its quiet dignity, its call to a shared legacy, resonates in his heart, a reminder that duty is not just to protocol, but to the sacrifices that built it. The crowd's silence is palpable, the violinist pausing his melody, the vendor halting his sales, the children's glow sticks dimming in their hands, all eyes on the guard and the veteran. The twilight courtyard, a stage for a moment that transcends time. The golden light fades further, the sky deepening to indigo, the royal standards fluttering softly as the silence stretches, heavy with expectation, with reverence, with the unspoken question, will the guard respond? The climax erupts as Alice moves with deliberate grace, his gloved hand rising in a crisp, precise salute, the motion fluid yet powerful, meeting Henry's trembling gesture with the respect of a soldier honoring a hero. The courtyard gasps, a wave of emotion breaking the silence. The crowd's faces alight with awe, their eyes glistening with tears, their cameras forgotten as they witness a breach of protocol that feels like a sacred act. Henry's gray eyes well up, a single tear tracing his weathered cheek. His voice a whisper, thick with gratitude. "Thank you, son," he says, his words barely audible but resonant, carrying the weight of his 82 years, his battles, his losses, his pride. Ellis lowers his hand, resuming his rigid stance, his rifle steady, his hazel eyes fixed forward. But the connection lingers, a silent bond forged between two soldiers, one young, one old, united by the honor of service. Applause swells, soft at first, then rising like a tide, the crowd clapping, their hands a chorus of gratitude, tears glistening in strangers' eyes. The moment uniting past and present in a single, unforgettable gesture. Ethan, his brown eyes shining, beams with pride, his small hand squeezing Henry's, his voice bursting with excitement. "He saluted you, Grandpa. He saw you, Henry," his cane trembling, nods, his face radiant with a joy that softens the lines of age, his medals glinting as he steps back, supported by Ethan's eager grip. The British veteran, his ribbons bright, salutes Ellis, his hand steady, his eyes glistening, his companion joining him, their gestures a tribute to the guard who honored their brother in arms. The tourist with the military bearing, his posture still straight, raises a hand in salute, his face somber but proud, a silent acknowledgement across borders, his navy jacket marked with a small American flag pin, a bridge between nations. The woman in the blue scarf, her poppy pin clutched tightly, claps through her tears, her husband's arm around her, their faces lit with gratitude. The young couple, their selfie forgotten, join the applause, their hands clapping in unison, their voices soft with awe. That was beautiful. The woman whispers, her partner nodding, his eyes fixed on Ellis. The resolution unfolds as Captain Laura Hayes, Ellis's commanding officer, approaches through the twilight, her navy uniform crisp, her blonde hair tucked under a peaked cap, her presence a steady anchor in the emotional aftermath. Her voice is calm but warm, her green eyes meeting Henry's with respect as she addresses him and the crowd. Guards serve the crown. "Mr. Carter." But Corporal Ellis's salute honors all who have served, from Normandy to today. She says, her words a defense of the guard's actions, a recognition of the moment's significance. His discipline is our strength, but his compassion is our heart. Henry, moved, nods, his gray eyes glistening, his hand resting on Ethan's shoulder, his voice soft. "He's a credit to you, Captain," he says, his words a gift to Ellis, his cane tapping as he steps back with Ethan, who beams, his miniature Union Jack waving proudly. Veterans in the crowd, their medals gleaming. Salute Ellis. Their gestures a silent chorus of respect, joined by the American tourist, his military bearing unmistakable. His salute a bridge across oceans, a recognition of shared sacrifice. A young woman, her phone capturing the moment, wipes her eyes, her video already uploading, her caption reading, "A guard saluted a hero." And we all cried. The vendor, his glow sticks dimmed, claps softly, his voice rough but kind. "For the old soldiers," he says, his nod to Ellis a quiet tribute. The violinist resumes his melody, the notes now a gentle hymn, blending with the crowd's applause, the children's glow sticks waving like stars in the twilight. Ellis stands unmoved, his scarlet tunic vivid against the darkening courtyard, his bearskin hat steady, his hazel eyes fixed forward, his duty now enriched by the moment he shared with a veteran, his heart carrying the weight of Henry's stare. Ethan's pride, the crowd's tears. Days later, the story of Henry and Ellis becomes a global beacon, shared across news outlets, social media, and whispered conversations. A viral video capturing the veterans' trembling salute, the guards' crisp response, the crowd's emotional wave. The Twilight Courtyard, a stage for a moment of profound humanity. Headlines: Hail, the guard who saluted a hero, framing Alice's act as a lesson in compassion, a reminder that true honor lies not in rank, but in the silent bonds we honor. News anchors recount the story with reverence, their voices thick with emotion, while online forums buzz with praise for the god who moved, for the veteran whose salute spoke for a generation, for the boy whose pride carried the moment forward. The video, shared millions of times, shows Alice's scarlet tunic glowing in the twilight, his hand rising in salute, Henry's tear tracing his cheek. The crowd's faces a tapestry of awe and gratitude, a moment that unites viewers in admiration for a soldier who chose compassion over protocol. At a private ceremony in Buckingham Palace's ballroom, Alice stands before Colonel Sir William Tate, his scarlet tunic gleaming under chandeliers, the air rich with the scent of polished wood and fresh roses in crystal vases. Tate, his face stern but warm, his grey hair catching the light, pins a commendation to Alice's chest. The Queen's Guard Medal for exemplary conduct, a rare honor for acts that uphold the Crown's values in extraordinary ways. You showed the world what our uniform stands for, Corporal, Titus says, his voice resonant, his eyes meeting Alice's with pride. Your salute honored a hero, and through him, all who served. The crown is proud. Alice's hazel eyes glisten. His thoughts on Henry, on Ethan, on his own comrades in Afghanistan, on the duty that defines him. His salute steady, his heart full, the weight of the medal, a reminder of the moment he moved. The aftermath ripples through the lives touched by that twilight moment. Henry, back in his Sussex cottage, shares the story with his local veterans group, his khaki coat now a cherished relic, his medals displayed proudly, his voice warm with gratitude for the guard who saw him. Ethan, his confidence soaring, writes a school essay about his grandfather and the guard, his miniature Union Jack pinned to his backpack, his pride in Henry, a light that guides him. The British veteran from the crowd, his Falklands ribbons bright, visits Alice at the palace, his handshake firm, his words simple. You did us proud, lad. The young woman with the phone, now a local journalist, publishes an article about the salute, her words a tribute to sacrifice, her video a catalyst for discussions on honoring veterans. The vendor, his cart now adorned with a small poppy, tells customers of the guard who saluted, his glow stick selling out as tourists seek him out, his smile a tribute to Alice's compassion. Alice, unchanged by the attention, returns to his post the following week, the twilight replaced by a crisp autumn sun, the courtyard alive with new tourists, their cameras flashing, their voices a familiar hum. His scarlet tunic glows, his bearskin hat steady, his rifle a vow to protect, its weight a reminder of the duty he carries. The crowd, unaware of the drama, snaps photos, but the vendor, his cart steaming, nods to Alice, his smile a quiet acknowledgement of the hero beneath the uniform. Palace staff, passing by, offer subtle nods, their respect unspoken but profound, their pride in Alice, a shared secret among those who serve the crown. In the barracks, Alice shares Henry's story with younger recruits, his voice steady, his hazel eyes bright, urging them to see the sacrifices behind the protocol, to honor the past with every step they take, to serve with heart, not just discipline. The palace, with its twilight stones and royal standards, stands as it always has, a witness to countless moments of courage, its honor upheld by a guard who moved when a veteran salute demanded recognition, who honored a hero and unlocked tears that echoed through time. Alice's thoughts linger on Henry, on Ethan, on the comrades he lost, on the lesson that duty is not just in the rules we follow, but in the bonds we honor, the sacrifices we remember, the moments we choose to act. The story of that golden evening is a parable of compassion, a testament to the power of a single gesture to bridge generations, to remind us that true honor lies not in rank, but in the silent bonds we uphold, the tears we share, the salutes that speak for those who came before. Corporal James Ellis, with his soldier's instincts and compassionate heart, proved that a guard's salute can honor a hero, that a veteran's tear can unite a crowd, that a boy's pride can carry a legacy forward. True honor lies not in rank, but in the silent bonds we honor. What does sacrifice mean to you? Have you ever faced a moment where you had to act to honor someone's legacy? Where a quiet gesture spoke louder than words? Where compassion defined your strength? Share your story in the comments below. Tell us about the choices that shaped your honor, the moments that tested your resolve, the lessons that linger like a veteran's salute. If you're inspired by stories like James Ellis's and Henry Carter's stories of courage, compassion, and the power of silent bonds to unite us, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Join our community for more tales that uplift, that challenge, that remind us of the strength within us all every single day. Sure.